What's going on, YouTube? I didn't forget about you guys. Are you kidding me? I was playing a whole weekend from Friday to Sunday in the WCW Throwdown tournament, and it was a blast. It was crazy stuff. You got to see people in wrestling freaking outfits. One guy running around in his underwear doing Ultimate Warrior gimmick. One guy looking like Paul Bearer. I mean, it was just crazy. There was a Sergeant Slaughter there. It was just nuts. It was nuts. It was a lot of fun. My brother, myself, and Dan, we actually got a hotel room there, and it was just a blast. Every night was something different. But yeah, this is the tag team round one. We're gonna go ahead and show you. It was me and my brother. We got 1,200 points each, and we're gonna show you the army right now against Chaos Deamons and Warriors. Now, I promised you guys I was gonna upgrade my army, so here is part of the upgrade. You're going to see the rest of it when you see the singles tournament. But anyways, here is my Savage Orc Biggin block. I believe I only took like 23 because I got 1,200 points, which isn't really much to play with. But as you can see, this is my Savage Orc block. They have the hero in there, which is a Savage Orc Shaman with the Lucky Shrunken Head, giving that unit a 5-up board. The guy in the front is my Savage Orc Champ with the cow head. And then they have the Big Stab and normal command. Over here, I got my Goblin Chariot. I got 2 Goblin Chariots actually. One's not in the picture. I have my 2 Doom Divers. I have my Orc BSB, which is a Black Orc BSB. He has no magic banner, but he does have a Armor of Destiny to keep his ass alive, because he has to lead these dumb guys. My 6 cave trolls, or regular trolls. I always say cave. I don't know why I say cave. But I got my 6 trolls here. And then for my brother, he brought a huge unit of like 30, looks like 31 or 32, or maybe just 30, Storm Vermin with a flaming banner, and I don't think he took Queek. I don't think we could afford Queek. I got my Goblin Wolf Riders here, 5 Goblin Wolf Riders. Look at them. They're just like getting better and better every time I see them. He has a unit of Storm Fiends, 3 Storm Fiends. And then he has a huge block of like close to 50 slaves. And this is his bus for his wizard. His wizard is in the front, which is also the general. It's the Grey Seer, level 4. And he's our general with his leadership 7. He's fine in that unit, but the rest of the guys really have to just kind of survive on their own leaderships. Over here he has a unit of giant rats. He actually had 3 units of giant rats, and I might be missing some, but let's just move on. Over here, as for my opponents, they brought out some Beast of Nurgles. He has 2 units of these 3 Beast of Nurgles, which are just such a pain in the ass. Over here he has Plague Bearers of Nurgle, and he has a big block of them, about like 35 or 30, somewhere around there. They have 2 units of Marauder Horsemen, 2 units of Chaos Hounds, and as you can see, he has his wrestler up front. He does have 2 Skull Cannons, which I hate these things. These things suck. He has 2 Chimeras, or Chimera, I don't know, Chimera. Whatever you want to call him. I just call him Kimmy. So he has 2 Kimmies, and that is that. That is 2,400 points. Chaos, 2,400 points. Orcs and Skaven. I'm going to go ahead and do my Vanguard. I move my Goblin Wolf Riders up on this side. He moves up his Chaos Hounds on that side. His Marauder Horsemen are moving up as well, and his other Chaos Hounds are moving up. And we are going to go into... Oh, I forgot to mention... got the wrestling ring. Now, this wrestling ring is actually... part of the objective. You want to have your wrestler in it, and this is my wrestler, the Ultimate Orc Warrior. Check him out. He's plexing the Empire Hulk Hogan, and gorilla pressing him. And then this is my opponent's wrestlers. There's 2 of them. They're doing the Doomsday device because it is Animal and Hawk, the Legion of Doom. And actually the team we were playing against is called the Legion of Doom, so that is definitely the Doomsday device. Anyways, so we have to get our wrestlers into the ring and hold it there, and that was basically our objective. We're gonna go into turn 1. He wins the roll off on the turn 1. So basically, first thing they're gonna do is they're gonna charge the Beast of Nurgle into my Wolf Riders. My Wolf Riders decide to flee, make them mess up their turn 1 there. He's going to go ahead and move. Oh, I forgot to mention, you see the big guy with the big banner there? That is not his BSB. That is actually his general, which is just a straight, like, Chaos Lord. Which, at this point of the game right now, with this little points to play with, that thing is pretty much undestroyable. I do have Doom Divers, I believe. I do have 2 Doom Divers. I showed the pictures, never mind. But anyways, as you can see, he moved up the rest of his units up forward, more or less. And that was it for his movement, more or less. Magic Face, he got 12 power dice. He does have, I think they only have like a level 1 wizard. But since he rolled 12 on the chaos chart, he gets to summon up a new unit, which is just like, what the hell, man? Right on turn 1, bam, he's gonna pull up a new unit. So he pulls up these plague barriers over here right next to my Doom Diver. That is insane. That's a good picture, by the way. Good job, Jesse. So he's gonna go ahead into shooting, I believe. So shooting, he's gonna go ahead and shoot this skull cannon right at, I want to say he shot it at either my trolls or my Doom Diver, and nothing happened. He shoots his other skull cannon at the trolls, and he fails to wound them, and they are totally fine. We're good. Alright, let's go start off Orcs and Skaven turn 1. I'm going to go ahead and charge this chariot into those hounds. Those hounds are definitely going to flee. So I'm going to go ahead and redirect into the Beast of Nurgle, just because I don't care for a failed charge here. And I get in, and I do have this card right here, which is basically impact hit. So it's getting impact hits plus 1 for scythe, plus 1 for the ladder, and that is awesome. Alright, as you can see, right, more or less, we moved up the units this way. I moved the savages. We're playing Dawn Attack, so we had to roll to see where everybody's deployed, and my savages got separated from the group. My savages were the only ones separated from the group all the way on the right side, so that kind of sucked for us because we wanted the savages and the trolls to tag team in the middle, and as you can see, the trolls are way over there. The storm vermin are on the opposite side, and that just sucks. Magic Phase, we've got 8 power dice. He's going to go ahead and use a dice on Skitter Leap, and sure enough, he pops out his Doom Rocket right over here. He's going to go ahead and do Curse of the Horned Rat, and he ends up getting it off, but our opponent rolled double 6s and shut us down. So we're going to go into Doom Divers. I have both Doom Divers aiming at one of the Skull Cannons. We're just going to knock out Skull Cannons. And I hit him. I do 5 hits. I think I failed to wound, just in general. Look how shitty that roll is. So, the Doom Rocket, oh my god, he shoots the Doom Rocket. My brother is super accurate whenever he plays against me with his Doom Rocket. But when he has his Doom Rocket against a tournament game, it fell short and didn't hit a single model. That sucks. If that template only got a couple more inches, boom! It would have blew up the hell out of those Nurgle Plague Bears. Over here, impact hits. What do? I only do 3 wounds. I don't even kill a single model, and they're going to go ahead and attack back, and they blow up my chariot, and it's going to start off their turn 2. Chaos turn 2, just say it like that. He's going to go ahead and charge his Beast of Nurgle into the Storm Vermin. Storm Vermin are going to hold. He's going to charge his Plague Bearers into my Trolls, and he's going to charge these Beast of Nurgle into my chariot. I could have fleed, but I was figuring, hell, if he charges them, because you can see the savages are on hill, I'm gonna ignore them if he overruns because he doesn't want to get charged or something, and I'm gonna charge into that skull cannon because the skull cannons are much more of a threat to me. Not only that, if I could charge into the skull cannon, I'll be able to overrun in that direction where my trolls are and hopefully help them out. Over here, he definitely is going to charge his Plague Bearers into my Doom Diver, and we're trying to chaff him up with the slaves, or the giant rats, but that doesn't work so well. So he decides, his partner here decides he's going to charge the Chaos Lord and the Chimera into the same Storm Vermin. So it connects here into the chariot, connects here into the trolls, connects here with everybody into the Storm Vermin, and as you can see, that is just a giant clusterfuck. He brings everybody else up just a little bit over here, and he moves up his hounds towards my back lines. Magic Face, he gets 7 power dice. He doesn't really do his spell. I think we stop him because, to be honest, out of all the people we played, I think there was only one other level 4. It's really hard to pull out a level 4 when you are at 1,200 points. So over here you can see he's going to start a shooting phase. His skull cannon is going to go ahead and shoot at my Doom Diver, and I believe it does. It doesn't wound. I think he keeps on failing with his skull cannons. This skull cannon is going to go ahead and shoot at the Doom Diver, and he gets a misfire and just jams up. So over here, Beast of Nurgle destroyed my chariot. And then not only that, he overruns and it clips corner to corner to the Ultimate Warrior. That sucks. Alright. Over here, he's going to go ahead and challenge with his Wrestler. I accept with my BSB. He does 1 wound onto my BSB. My BSB attacks the Wrestler. Now the Wrestler is technically a hero model, and it gets its own stat line. So hero versus hero, he's attacking me. I believe this one's Fergus the Gimp, which is an elf more or less on the stat line. Over here, all these attacks towards my trolls, he does 2 wounds. He had a -1 to hit, plus he has a -1 to hit because he's Nurgle. But guess what? I had a +1 to hit, so it nullifies it out. I need to hit on 5s. I roll on my dice, and I kill off like 6 Nurgle guys here. Now he rolls his dice because he fails. Even though he charged, he has ranks, he has a banner. I did 6 wounds plus the challenge wound, plus it was a tie. Okay, because you got to figure he's getting 3 for the ranks, 4 for the banner. Okay, and he did 3 wounds. Okay, which is 7 so far. I did 6 wounds on there, 7th wound or I'm sorry. Yeah, I think that's right. I did the 7th wound on the challenge, and my BSB is in that unit. So he's losing by 1, and he rolls the dice because he has to take a leadership tech on the demonic instability. And he rolls a 12, and the whole unit, BAM, is gone. Where is that unit? He looked at his partner and he's like, well, good luck, buddy. And his partner goes, no. We can get a tournament reroll. He's like, how do we get a tournament reroll? He's like, we have to do a wrestling move to get a tournament reroll. He's like, alright, so let's do it. So sure enough, here you go. He's going to do a Doomsday device to Fergus, his little kid. And he does it. And he basically pulls out the unit back in. He re-rolls the dice, and that unit is still alive. He lost 3 guys to the combat res, and that is that. Over here, this combat over here, woo! Oh, it's ugly. Storm Vermin kill off one of the Beasts of Nurgle, and I believe they lose. I don't have a picture of how many of the Storm Vermin died, but basically, Chimera attacks, the Lord attacks, Beast of Nurgle's attack, and they take out probably like 10 to 15 of the Storm Vermin. Storm Vermin are hurting. They do have the Flaming Banner. I think they do put a wound onto the Chimera, and his BSB has the Crown of Command, which he's going to stick for a round just because of that. Over here, these Plague Bears are going to go ahead and just destroy my Doom Diver. Or they do 2 wounds to Doom Diver. Doom Diver runs, and they go ahead and the Doom Diver actually did 1 wound back. But they're going to go ahead and reform facing the giant rats. They don't want to give the rats a rear charge. And it is going to go ahead and start, I believe, my turn. Orcs and Skaven, turn 2. Orcs and Skaven, turn 2. First thing we're going to do is, I think because everybody's in combat, I rally these guys. And there's not much else to do. Everybody's in combat. So we're just going to go straight into Magic Phase, get 7 power dice. Going to go ahead and do Scorch. Now he does Scorch right onto... Actually, I think he dispelled the Scorch. So he's going to go into Death Frenzy. He throws Death Frenzy onto these Storm Vermin over here. They get it off. He goes ahead and he does Curse of the Horn Rat. Now, I've heard both stories on this. Story A is you can't do Curse of the Horn Rat into the unit that's in combat. And then I've also heard you can do it into a unit that is in combat. So we played it as you can. If we're wrong, please correct us. Not that it made a big difference, because I believe he stops it anyways. No, maybe. I don't remember. Over here, his Storm Fiends pop out, and they pop out way far in the corner, but they're going to go ahead and pop out and start our shooting phase, and they take out one of the Skull Cannons. Brach! Just took that thing out. It's gone. Over here, his Gutter Runners pop out, and they start throwing their Ninja Stars at the Hounds, and they kill 3 Hounds, cause a panic check. Those Hounds are going to run. And the Doom Diver chucks itself into this Hell Cannon, and it does 3 wounds. That is that. I don't know why I'm missing pictures here. But oh no, I'm not missing pictures. Over here, he challenges with his Beast of Nurgle. My warrior accepts. My ultimate warrior accepts, and he does 1 wound onto the beast. The beast does 2 wounds onto the ultimate warrior. Now guess what? That unit itself has 3 ranks, a banner, and did 1 wound. That's already 4. He only did 2 wounds to the warrior, even though he charged. He's losing. He's going to roll on his demonic instability, and guess what? He passes with flying colors. I'm trying to hopefully watch these guys crumble and die. They are not crumbling and dying. I could reform to make more guys attack, but at the same time, the more beast I'm attacking, the more he's attacking me back, and I don't want to lose my... Right now, he can only do like a couple wounds to the warrior. He can't do like so much that he's going to sway combat in his favor. So I'm just like, you know what? Let me keep it corner to corner for another turn. Hopefully I can make them crumble and die. We'll see. Over here, my Black Orc BSB, bam, killed his wrestler in a challenge. And my trolls took out 4 more guys and did a wound onto the... Oh, that's the wound for the wrestler. He goes ahead and he attacks back. He ends up killing off like one of my trolls and doing 1 wound. I win combat again. He checks again. He loses a couple more guys to crumble, and it is my turn. Orcs and Skaven turn 3. Orcs and Skaven turn 3. I'm sorry. It's Chaos turn 3, isn't it? Yeah, it is Chaos turn 3. Chaos turn 3. He's going to charge his Plague Bearers into these giant rats. He's going to charge his Lord. As you can see, his Lord and the Chimera and all this. I'm sorry. Again, I don't have pictures on both sides because that fight over there was happening, and it's not really. This in the tag team games, it's so hard to coordinate without like giving away your strategy. But anyways, he killed off enough Storm Vermin. Storm Vermin are still sticking because the BSB is still alive. But his Lord is out of combat. His Lord reformed to face off the trolls, and he's going to side flank the trolls this way with his Lord. And sure enough, that happens. His guys, or his hounds, don't rally. They're continuing to run. His Marauder horsemen are coming straight at his gutter runners, and his other horsemen are coming towards my Goblin Wolf Riders. Over here in Magic Phase, he gets 9 power dice, and I don't think he does anything with it. He's going to go ahead and shoot his Skull Cannon at the Storm Vermin, and it just doesn't shoot anything. They're fine. Over here, it's going to start off close combat. Close combat. His Beast of Nurgle is going to attack the warrior, and it kills the warrior. It goes, even though it did 1 wound, and that's all it needed to get was 1 wound, they lose combat res because, again, I got ranks and a banner, so he loses 1 of the Nurgle Beast because of instability, and sure enough, that happens. Over here, he's going to go ahead and attack and probably just kill off those rats and reform. This combat over here, I challenge him, or I think he had a challenge with his Lord, and I accept with my BSB, and sure enough, that fight's going to go ahead. And I think nobody wounds anybody on this turn. I think I didn't wound him, he didn't wound me. We're all good. Over here, trolls kill off a couple of the guys. Now, he has 1 rank, a banner, a charge, and a side flank, which is 4. I believe I did 3 wounds and a BSB. So he might be winning by 1, but I stick and nothing happens. Over here in this combat over here, he ends up killing off every Storm Vermin left. The BSB and my brother's wrestler are still alive. And this is going to start off Orcs and Skaven turn 3. Orcs and Skaven turn 3. My giant Wolf Riders are charging in because they failed Animosity. I did not want them to charge in. I wanted them to take out the dogs or something stupid. Because I figured if they're going into the beast, they're going to end up losing more units than they can add on the combat res. So sure enough, they charge into the beast like some idiots. The Storm Vermin over here, or Storm Fiends over here, are moving closer towards the Skull Cannon. And that is about it, all our movement. Magic Phase got 9 power dice. Gonna go ahead and I believe he just shuts us down. I think he does a really good job at shutting us down on the Magic Phase. So we're gonna go to shooting. Shooting his gutter runners. Go ahead and throw a couple poison shots at his Chimera and do 3 wounds. 3. Actually, I think his Storm Vermin did 1 wound originally, and they ended up doing, or 2 wounds originally, and then the gutter runners got 1 poison shot in there. But right now we're looking at points. Right now we're looking at these big 200 point chimeras and skull cannons and stuff like that, because the time is going really fast compared to what we're doing, and it's really, I know it's only turn 3, but the game is taking so long because it's hard to coordinate. You have to like talk to your partner and like take out this, do that, we can get this, we can do that, we can get a side flank here. But his Storm Fiends over here go ahead and blast the other skull cannon, and just wipe them off the table, and now we're pretty good, pretty healthy here. And I think, yep, my Doom Diver is going for it went for the Chimera that only had a wound or 2 left on it, and it drifted far over to this Chimera instead, and it ended up doing 1 wound, which sucks. That really sucks. I was trying to hit the other Chimera. Over here, the Hero and the BSB ended up wiping out the Beast and Nurgle. I believe they ended up wiping out the Beast and Nurgle. And yeah, that's going to happen. Over here, my BSB does 1 wound onto his Chaos Lord. His Chaos Lord fails to hurt my BSB. My Trolls end up only killing off 3 dudes here, and he ends up killing off one of my Trolls and doing a wound. Again, we're stuck in combat. He's not going anywhere, I'm not going anywhere, but my Trolls are holding strong. Over here, he challenges. I accept with my Champ. My Champ ends up doing 1 wound to one of his beasts. My Goblins end up doing 1 wound, or the dog ends up biting one of the beasts. The beasts end up killing off 1 Wolf Rider, only 1, and they take 1 damage from demonic instability. Or I'm sorry, he stomps and does his attacks, kills off, does 3 wounds to my Savage, and they literally stick there. As you can see, he ends up having a wound on both of his Beast and Nurgle. And that is pretty much the last picture I have of this tournament. It really sucks because guess what? It's a tie. You know, he didn't really wipe out any units. He wiped out like a Doom Diver, my Wrestler. He wiped out my brother Storm Vermin, and the Gracier is still alive. The Savages are really healthy, but so is his Plague Bearers or whatever. And it was, I believe, if it wasn't a 10-10, it was like 11-9. But it was literally a tie. We ran out of time. We did get some extra bonus points because we killed his Wrestler, but he got extra bonus points because he killed my Wrestler in a challenge. So it was a tie. It was like we didn't kill enough. We killed like his 2 Skull Cannons. He killed off the Storm Vermin, and we killed off like 1 unit of beasts. He killed off, I think one of my Doom Divers blew up on accident. Whatever. Yeah, that was it. It's a shame we didn't get to go another round or 2. It's a shame the Savages were on the wrong side, just because I really wanted them. I mean, if you gave me another round or 2, I could probably finish off those beasts because they only have like 2 wounds each. And he does have his Marauder Horsemen running around. Our Gutter Runners were going in. It could have been a different game. Who knows? Who knows if he would have been able to kill my BSB with his Chaos Lord, because my BSB has a 2-up armor going at a strength 4 or 5 Chaos Lord. He did not have a great weapon with him, but sure enough, he did have that 3-up ward though. He had the 3-up ward, and it was funny because he has the rerollable 1s, but my BSB wounded him and he failed his ward on it too. And he's like, that is literally the only way I could lose a wound. Oh man, it was pretty funny. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry that the tournament, the round fell short and we couldn't really finish it, and kind of sucks that we got a tie on this one. But you're gonna see that I have like 7 more games, holy shit, to make on these videos, and I'm looking forward to making every single one. If you guys have any comments or feedback, please leave it in the comment section below. Kind of sucked we lost our, I think we used our tournament reroll on a break test maybe. I don't remember why we used the tournament reroll. We used our tournament reroll too. I ended up leg dropping my brother. I don't have a picture of it because obviously I'm the one leg dropping my brother. Yeah, it was a really fun. I mean, this is one of the games that was an actual real fun game out of all the games I played. We played a lot of games, and a lot of them were fun actually. You'll know based on how my reaction to the videos are. But yeah, If you guys have any kind of questions or comments or feedback, leave them in the comment section below. Hit like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I will be putting up more videos very soon for my round 2 tag team tournament. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Peace. Oh, MVP. Me and my brother had to talk about this. The MVP is, I mean, even though Storm Fiends took out those skull cannons, me and my brother both admit the trolls were the MVP, man. They stuck there like champs. They didn't go anywhere. They were taking all those attacks from the Plague Bears. They took a side flank from his general, and they just stuck there like whatever. So we're giving it to the trolls. They were doing a good job, good solid job. Storm Fiends were definitely the second runner-up because they were just wiping units left and right, and he had no answer to the Storm Fiends at all. For you to give us another turn or two, those Storm Fiends would have just kept on going on their rampage. So anyways guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Take care, peace, see you next time.